Have you ever had a moment that changed your whole life? Mine started with an annoying kid next door. Every evening he'd bounce his basketball outside my window, and it drove me crazy. One day, I finally snapped and went out to confront him. But what I saw stopped me in my tracks. This tiny kid was out there alone, crying, bouncing his ball against our shared fence. When he saw me, he quickly wiped his eyes and started to walk away. I felt horrible and called out, "Hey, want someone to play with?" He froze, turned around, and just stared at me. Then he whispered, "My dad used to play with me every night, but he's gone now. Mom works late shifts at the hospital, so I'm usually alone." His voice cracked and I felt my heart break. Without thinking, I grabbed the ball and started teaching him some tricks I knew. His whole face lit up like a Christmas tree. Soon we were playing one-on-one, and I realized I hadn't had this much fun in years. Every day after school, we'd meet at the fence. I taught him all my moves, and he started teaching me some of his own. That was 6 years ago. Now he's my little brother, literally. My mom married his mom last year. Turns out I wasn't just getting a basketball buddy that day. I got the best little brother anyone could ask for, and he got the big sister he never knew he needed. We still play basketball every evening, but now I'm the one who can't wait to get out there. Sometimes the most annoying things in your life turn out to be the biggest blessings in disguise.
My wife aborted our baby without telling me, all because her toxic BFF convinced her the zodiac sign was wrong. Now I'm ready to walk away from our marriage. I hate my wife's best friend. Let's call her Lisa. I met Katie back in high school. Same friend group, same parties, same hangouts. After a few months, I fell for her. Told her how I felt. She felt the same. We started dating 6 years together before I proposed. She said yes. Happiest moment of my life. We were young, in love, telling everyone, planning forever. Everyone congratulated us, except Lisa. She stood there with this forced smile. No hug. No, I'm happy for you. Just silence. I brushed it off. Katie told me Lisa's always been weird about relationships. I didn't press it. Katie made her maid of honor. Looking back, biggest mistake of our marriage. Fast forward 4 years. Katie and I were solid, at least I thought. Then Lisa started showing up. First once a week, then 3 or 4 times. Every time she left, Katie was different, more distant, more irritated. It was like Lisa planted little bombs in her head and left them to go off. We'd argue over nothing. Katie suddenly wanted to quit her job and just be a housewife. I didn't even care. I make enough to support us. But somehow Lisa convinced her I was against it. Arguments over money, chores, friends, all traced back to Lisa whispering in her ear. 2 months of this, and Katie moved back in with her parents. Said she needed space. When she came back, she wasn't the same. She'd question me over simple things, doubt me, distrust me. Then she got pregnant. I thought things would get better. I thought the baby would anchor us. I was wrong. Lisa doubled down. Every time she came over, Katie would be colder, more distant. And one afternoon, I came home early. Heard voices in the kitchen. Stop. Listen. Lisa's voice. You don't need his baby tying you down. Abort it. You don't want an Aquarius kid. Trust me. Katie laughed nervously, then said, "Yeah, maybe you're right." I stood there, frozen. My wife was actually considering it because of horoscope advice from her toxic best friend. I didn't confront her that day. I wanted to believe she wouldn't go through with it. But weeks later, she sat me down and said, "I don't think I'm ready to be a mom. I want an abortion." I told her I didn't agree. I begged her not to. She just went silent, changed the subject. Then yesterday happened. Katie broke down sobbing in our bedroom, told me it was already done, a week ago. She went behind my back and aborted our child. I lost it, shouted at her, called her out for letting Lisa control her life, for letting her poison everything we built. She defended her, defended Lisa. Don't talk about her like that. She's my best friend. That's when I snapped, told her Lisa brainwashed her, ruined us, packed a bag, called my brother, told him I needed a place to crash. And now I'm here, sitting in his spare room, thinking about divorce. Katie might have been my wife, but Lisa was always the one running my marriage, and I'm done letting her.
Have you ever had a moment that changed your whole life? Mine started with an annoying kid next door. Every evening he'd bounce his basketball outside my window, and it drove me crazy. One day, I finally snapped and went out to confront him. But what I saw stopped me in my tracks. This tiny kid was out there alone, crying, bouncing his ball against our shared fence. When he saw me, he quickly wiped his eyes and started to walk away. I felt horrible and called out, "Hey, want someone to play with?" He froze, turned around, and just stared at me. Then he whispered, "My dad used to play with me every night, but he's gone now. Mom works late shifts at the hospital, so I'm usually alone." His voice cracked and I felt my heart break. Without thinking, I grabbed the ball and started teaching him some tricks I knew. His whole face lit up like a Christmas tree. Soon we were playing one-on-one, and I realized I hadn't had this much fun in years. Every day after school, we'd meet at the fence. I taught him all my moves, and he started teaching me some of his own. That was 6 years ago. Now he's my little brother, literally. My mom married his mom last year. Turns out I wasn't just getting a basketball buddy that day. I got the best little brother anyone could ask for, and he got the big sister he never knew he needed. We still play basketball every evening, but now I'm the one who can't wait to get out there. Sometimes the most annoying things in your life turn out to be the biggest blessings in disguise.
Have you ever hated your own child? I never thought I could. Sarah was always different. While other kids played with dolls, she conducted experiments, pulling wings off butterflies, watching ants burn under magnifying glasses. The therapist called it conduct disorder. My husband Mark insisted she'd grow out of it. We tried everything. Medications, specialists, different schools, nothing worked. Her little brother Tommy was her opposite. Gentle, kind, the type of kid who'd spend his allowance on food for stray cats. He idolized Sarah despite everything. Mark was the only one who could really connect with Sarah. They'd spend hours in his study, him teaching her about his work as a pharmaceutical researcher. Then Mark got sick. Heart problems, the doctor said. Natural causes. Sarah was 13 when he died. She seemed to improve after that. Started volunteering at the animal shelter. Got better grades. Grief can catalyze emotional growth, her new therapist explained. I desperately wanted to believe she was healing. 2 years later, Tommy started getting sick. Violent stomach pains, weekly hospital visits. The doctors were baffled. He'd improve at the hospital, get worse at home. I caught him hiding food, claiming he wasn't hungry. Late one night, I heard Sarah in the kitchen. Through the crack in the door, I watched her crushing something into Tommy's cereal. My hands shook as I grabbed the container. Pills from Mark's old prescription bottles. That night, as the police led Sarah away, she looked at me with her father's eyes. "You know what's funny, Mom? Dad didn't die from heart problems. He caught me practicing with his medications. Said he was proud of my interest in chemistry. Then he started feeling sick too."
My girlfriend announced, I'm moving in with my ex to co-parent better. You'll understand someday. I said, absolutely. Then I helped her pack and drove her there myself. What I left in their mailbox made her ex kick her out within 48 hours. I was with Jessica for 2 years. She had a daughter, Emma, 6 years old, and I treated that kid like my own. Pancake Saturdays, bedtime stories, bike rides in the park, even monster checks under the bed before lights out. She'd squeeze my hand and whisper, Greg, you're the best. That was my world. Then 3 weeks ago, Jessica sat me down, dead serious. Greg, I've been thinking about Emma's well-being. Nate and I decided it's best if we live together again. Her ex. I laughed. Thought it was a joke. Nope, she was serious. Told me it was temporary, just until Emma was more stable. And here's the kicker. She wanted us to keep dating. Said I could still see her on weekends, but not sleep over. I'd be the side boyfriend while she played house with her ex. So I smiled, nodded, told her she was right. Hell, I even offered to help her pack. For a week, I was perfect. Supportive. Bought moving boxes. Wrapped dishes. Labeled Emma's toys. Jessica kept hugging me, saying, this is why I love you. You get it. Modern families are complicated. She had no idea I was planning my own move. While folding her sweaters, I found a folder in her closet labeled legal docs, custody agreements, child support papers, and printed text messages between her and Nate. Conversations like, Greg's too useful right now. He paid for Emma's dance classes. We'll figure the Greg situation out later. What a sucker. I made copies of everything. Moving day came. I rented a U-Haul out of my own pocket, packed every last box. Nate leaned in the doorway smirking like he'd won. Thanks for understanding, bro. Takes a real man to put the kid first. Oh, I agree, I said. Kids should always come first. Jessica kissed me goodbye in the driveway. I'll call you tomorrow for date night. Nate was watching from the window like he'd just scored the championship. I drove away, but not home, straight to their mailbox. Slipped in copies of the custody docs, Nate's $18,000 in unpaid support, and every screenshot of them trashing me with a sticky note. Hey Nate, maybe ask Jessica about your performance issues. Also, Carla might want to know about that back support. Already sent her copies. Greg, the performance issues bit, total bluff. Didn't matter. Paranoia does the rest. 6 a.m. the next morning, Jessica calls screaming. What did you do? Nate's losing it. He says you sent him something. I just packed some paperwork. Thought it was important. Guess he found it interesting. She hung up, then called back, crying. He's kicking me out. He says I violated the custody agreement by moving in while still dating you. He's threatening court. Wow, who could have seen that coming? Then Nate calls me. You think you're clever? No, I think I'm single. And you're broke. Later that day, Carla, his ex-wife, called. Is this real? The $18,000? The hidden income? Every word. Her laugh was pure evil. That bastard told me he was broke. My lawyer's gonna destroy him. Thank you, Greg. This pays for my kid's Disney trip. The fallout spread like wildfire. Nate's wages got garnished. Judge gave him 30 days to pay the $18,000 or face jail. His custody reduced to supervised only. He had to put his house up for sale. Jessica tried crawling back. Showed up at my door, car stuffed with boxes, Emma strapped in the back seat. Greg, please, just a few days. For Emma. What happened to co-parenting? He's paranoid. Thinks I told you about his private issues. Did you? She froze. I shut the door. That night she posted on Facebook. Some men punish children for adult problems. Fake fathers show their true colors. I posted a screenshot of her and Nate calling me a sucker. Caption, imagine thinking your boyfriend's just a wallet with legs. Her post disappeared in an hour. Meanwhile, Carla's lawyer ripped Nate apart in court. He had to sell the house at a loss. Jessica moved back in with her parents, working 2 jobs just to scrape by. She started posting rise from the ashes quotes with blurry selfies. Nobody cared. Then Emma's school counselor called. Mr. Greg, she misses you. Would you be okay with letters? First one I got. Dear Greg, Mom says you don't love us anymore, but I don't believe her. Do you still remember our handshake? I miss pancake Saturdays. Love, Emma. I kept every letter. Wrote back every time through the counselor. Last week I drove past Nate's old place. The house Jessica swore was her fresh start. It's gone. Sold. A new family lives there now. Rainbow flag in the window. Love wins. Sign in the yard. Kids' bikes scattered on the porch. That house was supposed to be Jessica's fresh start. Now it's just another place she'll never belong.